Hi all, welcome to the Marquee Matchups for the weekend of the 6th of October. This is covering the international breaks and one game that features out with the international breaks, so if you can smash the links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GSLegend, all the links are down below for playlists in the channel and social media links as always, so show that support as always. And we've added a new fun guys for FIFA 18, so a bit of freshness. Hopefully you enjoy this. Marquee Matchups, not sure when they're going to be released this week because obviously it's changed. But for me, I'm thinking for our first route featuring the Northern Ireland versus Germany game. Big game for both teams. If Northern Ireland were to create a shock upset against Germany, then it makes it all the much more interesting in this group. But still, I would say nonetheless be prepared between 2 to 4 players all told. Where it be 2 from Germany, 2 from Northern Ireland. As long as you've got, I would say, 2 to 4 players, you're going to be covered. I've built a 2-league squad using EPL and the Bundesliga, and then from there it's a case of just ensuring that all the bases are covered. Decent enough overall, maybe 70, 60, 70 overall. It's hard to truly see how to pin it down, but as long as you've ticked those boxes, you should be sorted. Obviously a few rares in the club in the route as well should kind of cover your back. And with the Colombia versus Paraguay, both teams have a good chance of qualifying for the World Cup. Colombia being ultra impressive. As you can see, Esquerdo at left mid there, very useful option. But what I've done to make sure this is a 95 chem, because I'm thinking it's at least 90 chem to build these squads, I've gone with Herulio Gomez, Cabul and Capui as the free player to give a strong link, but also allows me to keep 2 leagues going strong, with EPL on the left and La Liga Santander on the right, and it allows me to play Zuzatazu, the Real Sociedad right centre mid. Paraguay players looking La Liga and you'll be sorted. Colombia also have quite a good few options in La Liga as well, so Esquerdo and Ramos for example would cover your back. And with the Wales versus Republic of Ireland game, this could go any which direction in all honesty. What I've done is try to build an EPL and Championship squad. Seems a bit odd, quite a smart option, but then again it's hard to truly say. I'm relying on the packed players of Danny Ward, then James Chester, John Walters and Ward at left back. And then it's just a case of making sure I've got a decent enough overall. It's hard to truly see how high they could go. I would say 76 should be a safe bet. As long as you're that, then maybe even 77, 78. There's not too much more you need to change. But as long as you've got a few rares in and ticking off a lot of these boxes of 2 to 4 players, then you're covered. Costs aren't going to be too bad guys for the rewards. Then the USA versus Panama game, they always seem to go with a Central American option, and this seems to be one that stands out. A lot of people will most likely go one league, which is MLS, but be prepared that Timmy Handler, the right back for, I'm sure it's Eintracht Frankfurt, I might be wrong, apologies if I've got the team wrong, he's a smart option. Same for Brooks from the Bundesliga. You could go that route, get the 2 Bundesliga guys in. Panama you can build at MLS, you could maybe go MLS and Bundesliga as a 2-league option, at least 2 leagues, and then you'd be kind of ticking if they were to throw a league's requirement. Obviously just get a decent enough overall, 75, 76 you'll be sorted. It's not too difficult guys, be prepared for that. Then for the Holland versus Sweden game, I'm going to say if you've got this to 1 league, 1-2 leagues you're kind of covered. I'm thinking Ligue 1 and kind of a route of like the Eredivisie. Ligue 1 has a lot of Swedish and Dutch, which is quite impressive. You've got Tete, you've got Durmaz, and then you've got Toivonen as well, so you'd be able to cover your base there. But there's plenty low rated, but also cheap options in the league, especially for like Angers for example. They have a good few options, and like Locadia Guadette, you can look at the La Liga Santander just to tick off extra options to reinforce that you're covering that route. Then for the last route of the week is Central Coast Mariners versus Newcastle Jets. This is a big game in the A-League, and it seems to be the only league playing in the world this week, which is interesting, and it's also the first week back for the A-League for what I noticed. So this, for having a derby in the very first match day, is something else in all honesty. I would say 70 rated is probably what you're looking for. A good sensible way about this guys, buy all the cheap golds in the league like Sejudo, Ruben Castro, Fornaroli, trying to think who else there's, Massimo Macaroni. Buy all those guys first and look at the decent rated bronzes and silvers. They might obviously not go say 70 plus rated, but as long as you're covering anywhere between 65 to 70 rated, you should be sorted. But there's a lot more golds in the league now. There's only 3 last FIFA, there's now about half a dozen So you've got plenty to operate with. And obviously, if they put the McCormack transfer in as well, it helps a little bit. As I said, I don't know when they're going to release this, but be prepared, guys. As always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow on Twitter at GSLegend. Smash like as always. Take it easy all. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.